Hey, welcome to Influence, folks. Hey, we're back at the GMS theaters, right? It's for a second day round of fun, right? Today I'm with Bruce Hill. And Bruce, today we're going to be talking about sales. Okay. At Influence themselves, we have a lot of individuals that come in with specialized skills, talents, resources. Okay. But one of those skills out there, all right, could be and have a problem with how do you sell yourself? What's the sales all about? And how are we going to engage in what we do in our product or services from a sales perspective? All right. So from there, Bruce, tell me a little bit about sales in the Bruce world.
Thank you so much. My name is Bruce Hill. I make sales simple for speakers, coaches, and entrepreneurs like yourself. Listen, this segment, you're not going to learn to be a killer closer. Okay. You're not
What an
going to,
elevator speech. That was
you like
great.
that one? That was good.
That was great. Super.
Told you I was
Great
ready.
start. Go.
You won't be a killer closer or master manipulator. You're not
Good.
going to be a sales superstar at the end of this. However, if you pay attention and you do what we talk about, that's where the magic happens in the execution. You will hear yes more often and being your authentic self.
That's what everybody wants to hear from definitely from the perspective of what we do from speaking, communication, facilitating, all right, keynoting, breakouts, trainings, whatever. We want people, all right, to catch on to what we're doing.
Mhm.
Okay. But there's also that idea of selling from the platform,
Mhm.
all right, selling from the back of the room, or just selling and just really creating a need, a want, all right, for products and services. So people are our number one key issue. All right. And so tell me about this. You got a 4P process.
Yeah.
All right. And this 4P process, I think is extremely important for our viewers to understand and why this is important. So what is it about the people?
The most powerful training I ever wrote is also the worst training I ever wrote.
Good deal. That's a great start.
It was called Ask for the Money.
Okay.
And what I realized, the number one thing anyone can do, what you can do today, what you can do today, what you can do today, is just ask, will you give me the opportunity to add value to your business or your life?
What's the value proposition?
And that's where the 4Ps come in. It's people, promise, process, and pricing.
All right. Let's take it one at a time, right? Because I want everybody to understand this because this is extremely important for this
Mhm.
sales process. People.
That's important. Who can I serve with excellence? That's a question that enough people do not ask themselves.
Right.
You can help a lot of people, but you can't help everyone. And someone said, "Oh, it's just for everyone." I'm like, "Well, you don't speak Urdu or Sanskrit or Kachik." I learned about that one in Guatemala. So you can't help everyone, but there's a group of people that you can help above and beyond and transform their lives or their business.
Right.
Those are the people you're looking for.
Right.
And those are the people I want to tell you, yes, those are people aren't going to take convincing. You're not going to twist their arm, learn objection handling or persuade.
Right.
You just get to be yourself.
Sure.
And the rest is simple.
Love it. All right, working with people. So we've got a second part of the process of sales themselves, and that second one is
It's the promise.
promise. What
A
are we promising?
lot of people talk about what they do, right? They say, "Hey, my name is Bruce Hill,
Okay.
international speaker, 4 times author, sales award winner." And that sounds great. Maybe it looks good on the title card. But Bruce, my question is, how can you help me? So what's the first thing I told you? I told you my name.
Yeah.
And then what's the second thing? I make sales simple.
Good.
And I'm going to help you hear yes more often. That's the promise.
Good.
Rich, if you can clearly, confidently, and concisely share the promise of why I should work with you, man, that's 80% of the decision to work with you.
Love it. Love it.
And there's so many people that are so busy about their titles, the letters behind their name or
Right.
awards, and they forget why people even are talking to
Right.
them.
So Bruce, what you're doing, you're creating value. Okay. And I
That's
think
the
that the
magic word.
value proposition out there is, and basically what you came out was a dynamic tagline. All right. To how individuals are going to say, hey, wow, that's cool. Ask or tell me more
Mhm.
about what's going on. All right. So now we got a third process of that, P. What's the third process?
The third is process.
Oh, just
well
look at that.
done.
How did I know that?
Man, it's like you've been here before. This is great.
Hi, I'm Bruce Hill. No, I'm Rich Hart.
I didn't know I have a twin.
Ah,
It's
well, you know, we
uncanny.
do. Brother from another mother. That's what it is, right?
Like it.
Exactly. Gotcha.
Process. How do I consistently deliver on that
Okay.
promise to those people?
Sure.
When you have a process, here's the thing. If I type in a question, man, I'm going to get millions of results on Google. I'm going to get millions of results on Bing. Now
Right.
I've got Claude, I've got AI. So I get all this information, but I don't know if it's the right information
Mm,
or if it's in the right order. People will pay you for a process happily because they want to know they're on the right path. They want to get there a little faster and smoother.
right.
There's a group of people that want to do it themselves. That's okay. Let them do
Sure.
it themselves. There's a group of people that want some help. And those are the people that you can serve with excellence.
Yeah, some of those people themselves, and not, I'm not say some of those people, those individuals themselves need that process. All right. They need a step by step guide. All right. I've seen it in real estate. I've seen it in financial services. I've seen it in business. As long as people have a roadmap,
Yeah,
okay, and they can define the process, it really gives them a greater advantage for accomplishment, accountability. All right. And it gives us a greater opportunity to really stand behind and deliver. Okay, from that what that process, the promise is going to be from the value proposition. I think it's wild.
you're hired.
Good, I'm in. What's the last P on that one?
Last fee is pricing, and it's just very fascinating. I mean, the sale happens first,
Right.
the payment happens later. Think about it,
Mhm.
say, man, Rich, you really got to check out this movie.
Yeah.
Hey, you got to go visit this restaurant. The food, delicious.
Right.
They say yes, but no one gets any money until when they show
Right.
up to the theater.
Sure.
They go to the restaurant, they've eaten, and then they pay. And so once you realize that the sale happens first and the money set later, it will lose a lot of that anxiety,
Okay.
lose a lot of that stress and pressure. Say, hey, I got to add value first. They say yes, then we'll talk about price. So
Sure.
here's what you need to understand about price. Keep your price simple.
Right.
Make sure the price makes sense to your customer and makes sense for the business.
Right.
Here's a formula. You want your value to be the highest.
Sure. Without
The
a doubt.
price should be below it. They should always get more than they pay for.
Sure.
However, your price should be above your cost.
Right.
That's your expenses of running a business.
Yeah.
As long as it's cost, price, value, you're going to make sales
Yeah, it's
simple.
a funny thing about the price, Bruce. A lot of individuals that I talk with, already, they have a certain skill,
Mhm.
all right, and or they have a resource, or they've done something in life that's given them the opportunity to say, "Wow, I've heard individuals make money for talking." Okay, and so that's a whole different idea and concept. But what's I think it's what unique out here is from the sales perspective. All right, individuals don't get into what we do, and what we're doing is because of the fact itself they have a sales background. Okay,
Okay.
maybe sales. Motivational, inspirational speakers from, hey, this is what I do. I sell, I sell widgets. But I think that the fact itself, what you've talked about, and what we're talking about today is people, process,
Mhm.
all righty, and within that value.
That's it.
How do we instill the value, all right, in what we're doing, backing up what we do for that entire process, all right, to create performance? And I think that's what people want. They want to be able to create value and performance in what they're doing and really keyhole down, all right, the easier steps. Okay. I think individuals make this more harder or
They
make
do.
it harder than what
Absolutely.
they do. And so what we got to find the easy say. So if there's one thing, all right, that we can tell individuals themselves, this is the key, this is a great start, all right, it's easier than it is. What's the one thing that we think we can leave, all right, that we want to leave with our viewers about the sales process? One, it's not that bad, okay? It's not that hard, all right?
No.
People themselves don't like people. People have a hard time, what? Communicating their value,
That's it.
okay? And also, so you could be a speaker, you can be a six-figure speaker, or you could be a minimum wage speaker.
Mm.
Okay. I don't even know what minimum wage is. All right. But in the fact itself out there, I look at this and I go, wow, if we put the plan behind the process, all right, engages the people, all right, to guide performance, add the value, all right, guess what? We got a sales plan.
That's it.
And I think that's one of the most, that's probably one of the biggest reasons why individuals don't do as well as they possibly could.
I
Because
believe so
guess what?
too.
There's no plan. There's no plan. So what's your plan for sale? What can we tell these folks themselves out there? This sales, it's not as hard as what it is. What's the one thing we want to leave with these folks?
It's a phenomenal question. I appreciate the
This is a very
setup.
long question. I
It
do
was a very
apologize.
long question, but I love the context you provided because if you listen to anything I said, whether you're a sales team, a marketing team, or your customer success team, all these principles are going to impact you and it's going to impact revenue in your business.
Right.
So there's one thread I found across each and every one of them is asking better questions.
Sure. Exactly.
Asking better questions is the number one thing you can do to drive revenue and grow your business.
Good.
If you learn to ask yourself, hey, who can I serve with excellence? What does that person look like? Where can I find it? What do they care about? And you talk about that's your promise. Say, hey, how do I share this promise in a way that's compelling?
Right.
Right. I'll say, okay, how do I create a process that gets them to that promise consistently? I
Yeah,
can
right.
bet on it. So I'm asking these questions like, how can I price it so it makes sense for business to grow, but it's a no-brainer for the person I'm looking to
Right.
serve with X. So I just ask these questions over and over again.
Sure.
And if I may be so bold,
Right.
I wrote a book
Good.
called Better Questions, Better Clients.
Good. Love it. Love it.
And
Love it.
my goal is to help you grow your business without being a sales professional, without having to go to sales school. Is I could teach you to ask better questions. You can take care of the rest. You can grow your business.
I like it. Bruce, how do people get a hold of you? Okay, and well, getting a copy of your book first of all, and or to really work. See, they're already cheering for you, right? But when the fact itself that how can they get a hold of you, all right, if they really want to understand the sales process?
You're going to love this. Hold on to your seat. Are you
I'm
ready?
holding.
You're
Got it.
holding
Good.
on?
Those people
You're
too.
going to visit
Okay.
www.askingbetterquestions.com.
Oh, I like that.
Mhm.
Good. Superb. All right.
AskingBetterQuestions.com. You can grab a copy of my free Asking Better Questions toolkit,
Good. Love it.
or both. You can grab a copy of the book, Better Questions, Better Clients.
Good deal. Bruce, I want to thank you very much for coming out today.
Thanks for
All
having
right.
me.
I hope you had a great time. I want people themselves to really see your sales and understand, all right, how much value is behind what you do from a sales perspective, especially here, all right, in influence, all right, and give them the great opportunity, all right, to enjoy what you do and how you bring sales and make it a lot easier. So, folks, Bruce Hill, Rich Hart, thank you very much for being an influence, and we'll talk to you real soon. Have a great day. Take care. Bye bye now.